Hey, Dave Sheehan here. Welcome to this week's edition of Diary of a Plant-Based Triathlete. This is vlog number 3, and this is where I'm sharing with you my journey towards what I'm aiming for of a 2-hour 15-minute finish in an Olympic distance triathlon as a plant on October 16th in Ocean Lava Triathlon here in Lanzarote. So in each week I'm sharing details of my training, details of my nutrition, how things are going, and also sharing some tips and myths and stuff like that. So let's get straight out of it go. Since the last vlog 2, I did a full triathlon as a training session last Sunday, and it went really, really well. The swim was quite good. Again, I shared with you last week, I've been struggling to improve on my time and trying to find a reason for it being the way it was. It's quite a decent swim. Happy enough with it. Want to get it a bit faster, but it was decent. Did a great cycle again, quite fast. Did about 28, 29 kilometers per hour for the 44 kilometers, and then did my 10K run. Hitting around the 50-minute mark at the moment. I'm finding it hard to break that. I know a lot of it's down to flexibility. And this is why I'm stressing to you all the time. It's important to stretch. I do it in all my social media, a lot of my videos. Yoga, flexibility, Pilates, these things are so important as an athlete of any kind. Woke up on Monday morning though, and my neck was quite stiff. Not too sure what it was. Was it the swimming? Was it the way I slept? What was it? So Monday I just did an easy enough day, went for a light cycle. It was going to be a rest day anyway, because, excuse me, I'm doing such a intense, tough train session the day before. But I woke up Tuesday morning, couldn't move my head. It was agony all down here. I couldn't even do this. That was hurting me. So it was serious. I had to, try look again and see what was the reason. I can only think the repetitive strain of constantly swimming like that, turning my head, because I do turn it quite frequently, nearly every 2 strokes, opposed to every 4 more ideal. I think that flexibility of my upper body has been getting, worse. I have done quite a bit of flexibility consistently, just with working on computer all the time, especially a lot recently. I feel my rotator cuff, my neck, my shoulders are getting quite tight. So I think that was a big reason for it. So I think it just all culminated in like this. And don't know if I pulled something, but it was really sore. So I couldn't train Tuesday. Wednesday again, still quite sore. I think I went for a light cycle, just do something, but keep my head very fixed, which when you're cycling on main roads, that's quite hard because you need to be kind of aware and looking around a bit. Thursday, again, had to take the rest. Today was today's Friday. So woke up this morning, was much better. I can move it a bit. It's still a bit sore. I've done a lot of yoga, a lot of flexibility all this week. I'll explain a bit more about why shortly. But went and did a good session. Did a 21 kilometer cycle, hit a just below a 30K average, and then did a 5K run straight after. So a brick session that took me just over 40 minutes. So I was really delighted with that, considering I had a week of no specific training. But I feel my body maybe is a bit overtrained recently. I've been doing a lot of training. I feel it was maybe a bit overtrained again. That might have culminated to the slight injury, because I have a little right foot as well at the base of it. Again, not too sure what it is. It's not too bad to hold me back, but it's still a little bit annoying. It's a niggle. So between all of that, one thing I want to stress to you is, when you get hit with a setback, it's important that you work on here, okay? It's very easy. It would have been very easy for me to get really down, to start eating loads of junk, to do no training or anything whatsoever, do nothing positive or constructive. Could have looked and gone, God, I've trained so hard now for 6 months, and now all of a sudden, just over a week before competition, my first race, this happens. But instead, I had to look and go, look, what were the reasons? What did I do? How did I contribute? And look and see, right, overtraining, maybe not sleeping as well, maybe slept in the wrong position. Also not keep my upper body as loose as I should keep it. Take some responsibility. But also all week I did extra stretching, extra yoga. I was doing 4 or 5 times a day. Even if it was only 5 minutes, 10 minutes, it was still 4 or 5 minutes, or 4 or 5 times a day, which definitely has helped to loosen it up. And I have much better range now today across my neck and shoulders, feeling much better. So I'm feeling quite fresh today in the session. As I said, the neck still isn't right. I'm going to have to test out the swimming, because next Wednesday I fly to Ireland, and Monday my bike gets boxed up to go. So I'm running out of days. This weekend I need to do some wetsuit training to see what that feels like, having not done a race in 2 years. Have to see what it feels like, wetsuit. So I'll be going for a swim tomorrow. I need to just be careful of the neck and see how it, because I don't want it to go backwards, okay? So again, the main thing is, whenever you get a setback, do something positive, do something progressive. Don't get down. Don't make your nutrition get weaker at a time that it needs to be really, really good. Okay, and do lots of stretching, yoga, do that all the time. So food has been good all week. I've had lots of green smoothies and general smoothies, had even more because it's my body. Usual rice and potato dishes, curries, dals, stir fries, and porridge for my breakfast. What's sort of thing? Oh, yeah, chili. Had a couple of chilies. Had a meal out yesterday. Thursday, my day off. I normally do in the V Factor, so really enjoyed that. Haven't had much treats this week. Had a couple of chocolate chip cookies yesterday because again it's our day off, so we typically make something and watch a movie in the evening. So I've kept it really clean. I'm focused on being as prepared as I can be for this race on the 25th of June, which is tomorrow week. And I'll enjoy that night. I'll definitely have something to eat, and it's my dad's birthday, so definitely be celebrating, have a bit of cake, hopefully have a meal out, stuff like that. So overall, it's been quite, it's been a very challenging week, especially mentally, and especially so close to the race. It was my last full-on training week that I had before it, and I couldn't really do much. So that's very frustrating. But you have to just not let it get you down too much. Have not let yourself think too much about it. Again, do something positive. Keep doing something. Even though I couldn't move my neck and a bit of a niggle in my foot, I could still do something. After yoga, flexibility, went cycles, very light runs for a kilometer or two. Just keep ticking over. And most importantly, I kept my food clean because I don't want to start having any weight gain at this stage, any fat gain. I need to be as light as I can be for the race. So that's been my week. The story of a plant-based triathlete for this week. Make sure you put your questions and comments below the video. I'd be delighted to answer it. Any questions about what I've said, but even questions about your own sport. I had some people online today contact me about something they're doing. People in Spartan races, people do triathlons or want to do triathlons, marathons, body transformation, whatever it might be, any kind of achievement. Feel free to put that below as well, because it's all relevant. It's all about body, mind, and health, and really, nailing down that and getting control over it, especially about being plant-based. And this is something that's really important, and I'm quite passionate about achieving a lot in the sport triathlon, because as a plant-based athlete, that'll give that a lot of exposure as well as myself. So it's important for the animals, for the planet, for myself, for everyone's health, that the whole plant-based lifestyle gets more and more exposure, and that's why I'm so passionate about achieving a lot in the sport. So I hope that was helpful. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Make sure you share my videos. Let me know of anything you'd like me to create. Remember, Tuesdays is Ask Dave Anything, so submit your questions on social media or email or as a comment under one of our videos. And also remember, next week, the Go Vegan Grow interview Lucas, founder of All About Vegan Food and an expert in rearing children vegan. So check the links below the video, get registered, and as I said, I look forward to reading your questions and your comments, and take care. I'll speak to you next week for Diary of a Plant-Based Triathlete vlog number 4. That will be.